How we going today, Supercar fans? Back doing career mode episode 3 for you guys. I've just spent like the last 10 minutes trying to get the camera right. Finally got it right. So I actually have my headphones in today so you guys can hear me properly. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. And I have the Nürburgring 24 hour from last year playing in the background. So if you hear a little bit of racing going on, that's probably that. We're gonna get straight. Oh, actually, hang on. I had a little bit of a test run before, and I found that my setup wasn't as good as what it normally is. So I'm just gonna run, hopefully, the best setup I can do. I did like a little test drive, so we're just gonna jump straight into qualifying. So I can tell this track is going to be absolutely brutal. Considering what happened last round at Pukekohe, we're looking at probably the same thing here too. So let's hope that we can get a good qualifying session in us, get into the top 10 shootout, not guaranteeing anything, but get into the top 10, qualify a little bit further up the grid, and hopefully run away, pit early, and we can have a clean race and hopefully get into the top 10 or hopefully the top 5 so we can get some points back into the championship, because at the moment we're equal 11th. I can't remember who with, but we're equal 11th and equal 10th. We're coming 11th overall, but we're equal 10th with somebody. So we're gonna go all for 5 minutes here in this 5-minute qualifying session, because I have no idea on which lap I should actually stop at. So we're going to do a whole 5-minute qualifying session just to see where we are pace wise. I do have 35% tyres, so they're a lot more grippier than what they were at Pukekohe. It's like a soft dish tyre as we do a 42.81. So already changing the camber on the car has already improved the car a little bit, but I do have a bit of a struggle heading into fast braking areas, which is this corner down here and the last corner on the track. It seems to like understeer a lot, and hopefully that's not going to kill us in the race. Maybe I should put a little bit more brake bias at the rear as well, because I have 60 by 40 at the front. So there's more brake at the front than what there is at the back, so that's where the 60 to 40 comes from. Might actually change that when before the race happens. I do want to make note too that I said in the Pukekohe race, now it has been a while since I have raced since Adelaide. I do remember setting this to 105% difficulty, not 100. So those people that are thinking that at 100% difficulty, it is actually 105. So my mistake on that one. Car feels a lot smoother when the tyres have been warmed up a bit. Now obviously guys, you would have known yesterday the reason why I didn't upload. There's a video I left yesterday about Rick Kelly and whatever else on social media and whatever else. If you guys didn't know, there was a massive accident in at the Superloop, and there's been a lot of controversy around people bullying and whatever else on Rick Kelly, and so I took the time yesterday to put a little video together for Rick and share my frustration on the matter, and hence the reason why I didn't do anything yesterday. I sort of went on like a strike kind of thing for myself. So yeah. So apologies to the people that really wanted to see the career mode yesterday. You will get it today. We are looking good here though. We keep improving. And it seems to be at this last corner we keep improving. So it might be good. There we go. That was a quick 5 minutes. So a 42.66. That's kind of what we're aiming for. Let's see where we ended up in quali. And we ended up 7th. Okay. Well, 2/10 off. So the quickest time is a 42.4 by Russell Ingall. And then Rick Kelly got 2nd. There you go. All the haters. Jason Bright, Marcus Ambrose, Max Wilson, Stephen Johnson, me, Paul Radisich, Craig Baird, and Craig Lowndes will be in the top 10 shootout. Guys, this is race 6, I'm pretty sure. Yes, race 6. 345 was at Pukekohe. This is, oh, well, it's a shootout, but we're heading into race 6. This is to get pole position. We're hoping to get pole, if not, at least the top 2, or the first 2 rows. So here we go. Shootout's just about on. So we're looking for like a 42 something here, guys. So let's see if we can grab that. Come out of the last corner. Here we go, across the line, and it's a 42. Well, we've improved by 1/10 of a second. Let's see where that puts us on the grid. And it puts us in pole. Yes. All right. So we're on pole beside Max Wilson. Craig Lowndes finishes 3rd. Russell Ingall, 8/10 down on 4th. Jason Bright, 5th. Paul Radisich, 6th. Craig Baird, 7th. Rick Kelly, 8th. Marcus Ambrose, 9th. And Stephen Johnson, 10th. So that is actually a really, really good session there. That's really good. So we're going to have some good pace in the race. And what we're going to do here is go to 40% tyres. So we're going to have just that little bit more grip, but they're going to last a little bit longer. I think we need still more turn in. We're struggling still to turn in. Might give the rear a little bit of a adjustment. Guys, so this is race 6 of career mode 1. Season 1, whatever you want to call it. We are starting in pole. This is going to be an interesting race. Don't forget, it's a mandatory pit stop within 14 laps, and we're off and racing at Barbagallo. We get a alrightish start. We're heading into the turn 1. We're on the grass, and we're miles in front. Wow, yeah. So, oh god, wow. Here comes Craig Lowndes. But we're looking very good already, guys. This is going to be an interesting race here. Now, it's just a matter of time for when I pit. I don't really want to pit straight away. Oh, but we're going to hit the grass. So lap 1, we're in the lead. The rookie sensation from originally Newcastle in New South Wales, moved to Queensland, is in front in the BOC Falcon. And Lanzy's right behind us too. He's going to be there all race. I've got to stop looking around. I just got to concentrate on the road because you can see how wide I just went there. And here comes Lowndes at the back straight. So they're very quick heading into this corner here, but they seem to buzz off after. Is it Russell Ingall or is it Craig Lowndes? I can't really tell from back here. It looks like Craig Lowndes' car. But we're going to pit, guys, get it over and done with early, as Lowndesy sort of threw the dummy there, and he was just about to come in. Yes, it was Craig Lowndes. As a couple of more people pit as well. We're right at the back. Who's that coming up to us? There's Rick Kelly. So, Cameron McConville, Stephen Johnson, Todd Kelly and Rick Kelly have pitted already. We are coming out. Can we get the undercut? We do by a mile. So that's a really, really good pit stop there. And we've come out way in front of Stephen Johnson. It looks like Cameron McConville. Cameron McConville is in a gold coloured dot on the screen because he is the champion at the moment, leading the championship. So they give him a gold representative dot, and I think whoever's coming second and third, they get like a silver and a bronzish kind of looking one. So, and we're not that far behind like the pack, so if we can have some very consistent laps here, we should have a good clean run and maybe, just maybe, steal the victory. Because this is the shortest venture for pit lane, so on the whole game. I mean the whole game, like, I'm not just talking supercars, it's actually the whole game. This is the shortest pit lane that you get. Being a small track, and there's some more people in pit lane. There's no one seems to be coming out at the moment, which is great. So we're in 11th at the moment, and we're just doing like 43s at the moment, trying to save the tyres. Don't forget it is a 15-lap race. We are at lap 6, so the car actually feels really good once the tyres are green. They feel really, really, really good. So I'm pleased with that. Hit that curb beautifully. Up into 9th now. So if we have a clean run through this, we should be in the top 5, like in this round. If we have a clean run, we should be in the top 5 by the end of the weekend. Just depends on where everyone in front of us finishes. I know that Cameron McConville is behind us, and I know that Lowndesy's in front of us, and they're 2 people that are pretty much leading the championship. So we've got to make sure. There's second place, so second place is a white dot, sorry. We're still doing 42s, but we're not doing qualifying laps, which is still alright, but they've come out very early, so we've got to pick up the pace a little bit here, as some more people, I think, look like we're entering pit lane. There's a battle pack there. I'm in 8th at the moment. I think I'm braking a little too early into that corner, so we just got to concentrate a little bit more. Alright guys, so usually at the Adelaide, I'm going to say Clipsal because it's Clipsal on this. I said that I'd do a hot lap for everybody. Going to do that for you next time round. I didn't do it at Pukekohe because obviously being so long ago since doing the Adelaide race, I forgot about it. So guys, sit back and enjoy a lap Barbagallo. Was a bit slower coming out of that corner, but we jump up to 4th now. And whoever's behind me, I'm pretty sure it's Craig Lowndes actually. Whoever's behind me has a lot younger tyres than what I do. So we could potentially win this. Cameron McConville is way down the grid, way down the order, sorry. And our lap times are actually not too bad. We're not dropping more than half a second each lap. So we're staying very consistent, which is great. It's just a matter of finding that little bit more speed. And that little bit more turn in. But we seem to be holding on really well. 105% difficulty. See, when I first started playing this game, I would have never ever thought that I'd be doing 105% difficulty on this game. And here we go, there they are, they're in the pits. Boom, with 3 laps to go, we have retaken the lead. I just got a frog in my throat then. I've had a pretty good run, but whoever's behind me, I'm pretty sure it's Lowndes. They're catching at a high rate of knots here. They're now in view on the mini-map. So 2 laps to go now. The car still feels a little good. Feels a lot better going through those couple of corners there, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'm pretty sure it's 3, 4, 5 and 6. Or it might be just 3, 4, 5. Is there 7 or 8? Oh, I'll just count them, hang on. So we're heading into the last lap now. And we're 1/10 down from our fastest lap. So we've got turn 1. Turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, there's 7. I thought there was 8 on this track, but there's 7. And we pitted at the right time too, because look at my tyres. They're actually starting to go a little bit out of colour, discoloration. They're no longer green. They're like a limey, kind of weird looking greenish yellow. But that doesn't matter, guys, because we round turn 7 into the final corner, and we're going to take race 6 of the championship. Ahead of Craig Lowndes, there you go. So we got 64 points for that. I'm just going to, Rick Kelly got the fastest lap with 42.4. So that was Russell Ingall's quickest time, I'm pretty sure, in the shootout, in the qualifying session. Lowndes, Kelly, Johnson, Wilson, Davison, Radisich, Ambrose, Richards, Kelly, Morris, Winterbottom, Bryant, Wills, Tratt. Cameron McConville finishes 16th. He only got 16 points for that, so that's big in the championship. Craig Baird, Russell Ingall, Stephen Owen, Greg Murphy, and I'm not sure which Richards' brother that is, but we're going to say Jason, sadly enough. Guys, race 7. I'm pretty sure we've still got another couple of rounds here, but this is race 7. We're not going to change anything to the car. We're going to do the exact same thing we did last time. Pit on the 3rd lap. Come out strong as we rev up for race 7. And we're off. We actually get a better start than what we did last time. Got the inside line heading into turn 1. As he tries to crisscross, but someone's taken him. I don't know who it was. God, this car feels good. It feels really good. Oh, it's Todd Kelly. Oh no, it's Rick Kelly, sorry. So Rick Kelly in 2nd in a HSV dealer team. And I think Craig Lowndes has actually taken the championship points overall because he now has a gold dot as Rick Kelly dives into the pit lane. So he's pitting early. Getting that mandatory pit stop out of the way as we hit the grass and understeer right off the road. That's cost us a little bit. Can we come back from that? We don't even hit the apex. It looks like Cameron McConville's in 2nd now. And I'm not sure who's in 3rd, but It's all about consistency now, guys. We've got to really, really, really concentrate to keep this #1 position. Well, at the moment we're in #1 position because we're the earliest of the pitters to come out. So let's see where we end up. Stephen Johnson probably only looks like half a second behind me as I lock the front right wheel. There's another 2 spots, so we jump to 11th. It's going to be an exciting race, guys. You can feel it. Oh, that was beautifully done. Maybe if I didn't hit that curb it would have been a lot better, but we had a really good exit out of that corner. Shift down to 3rd gear, our engine is killing us. Screaming for help. Fourth gear through turn 6, that's awesome. As we lock the front right again, we're having problems with that front right tyre as we do another 42, this time it's a 6.7. So we are, like I said, once these tyres warm up, and we're actually gaining momentum away from Junior, so that's good signs. We're very consistent, plus we're getting away from 2nd place overall. We're just having a really, really clean run. It's just got to be qualifying lap after qualifying lap. It's just a shame that I can't find that extra couple of tenths to get the fastest lap of the race. We didn't lock the front tyre there. There's another person pits and we go to 10th. That looks like Todd Kelly in the pit lane. Yes, it was. A beautiful exit there. Oh, wow. Straight off. So lap 8, guys, of 15. We've pitted already. And we're just waiting for a few more people to go into. There's a couple of more. That takes us to 8th. We are looking very good. We've just got to make sure that we stay in front of Junior. Because if Junior ends up getting past us, we lose all that momentum and it will be very, very hard to catch him unless we knuckle down. I don't talk for a bit and I get past him again. So we've just got to try and stay in front. He is right there. Whoa. Right there. He's actually in our draft and we're in his draft. So that's the worst thing because we're gaining more speed now. And clean air goes away and it gives us more top speed as we gain another 2 positions as more people pit towards the end of the race. And Junior must have had a little bit of a mistake there heading into turn 1 because he is now way behind, probably a 1.5 seconds behind now, or maybe not. We're now half a second, maybe even a couple of tenths away. I'm actually surprised I'm in front, like, to be honest. I'm very shocked considering the bad run that we had at Pukekohe. We ended up, oh, hang on, is this the whole 6? No, so there's still one more person out on track. We are in 2nd now. We've just got to find that one more person. I have no idea. It might be Lowndes because there he is there on the minimap. He looks like he's just about to overtake the back markers. But Junior is right up our ass here. Oh, as we take it off wide, we hit the corner way too early. Here he comes on the outside. He gets us. And that's put us down into 3rd. So, about 4 laps to go. It's going to be on. We give him a hit just to say, move it. We damage our front right. Can we get him into the first corner? No, we brake a little bit earlier than what he does. Alright, so now it's concentrating time. When will Lowndes pit and where will he come out? We've got to try and stay with Junior as much as we can here. Oh! Big moment at turn 5. And Junior's getting away really quickly. Going to try and stay in his draft. And we're going to try and get that place back. And there's Lowndes in the pit lane. So Lowndesy's pitted. Oh, we're so much more quicker than him at turn 1, but we're just braking way too early for the corner. Oh, turn, baby, turn. There we go. So Junior might actually steal this because he is way in front now. He's probably about a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds now in front. Unless I can have a clean run out of the last corner and then try a dive bomb. And Lowndes is right there. Cameron McConville is right behind us as well. I don't think we'll be able to try a dive bomb this time, but there's only 2 laps to go, so we're going to have to figure out something. As that time we're a lot cleaner out of turn 1. Ugh. I don't think we're going to catch him in time, guys, but it will be second place unless Cameron McConville decides otherwise. He's right there. But we're not going to do it, guys, unfortunately, but we will hold on a second unless there's a massive mistake at turn 7, which hopefully there won't be. Break a little bit more earlier than the 100-meter board. But we are going to take second position, guys. That wasn't a bad race at all. I knew that something was like that was going to happen. But we end up taking second behind Junior Johnson. Cameron McConville finishes 3rd. And I'm pretty sure Craig Lowndes finished 4th. Yes, that is right. And we had Richards, Ambrose, and who got the fastest lap? Jason Richards, 42.42. He might have actually came 5th. Ambrose, looks like Rick Kelly, Anthony Tratt, Jason Bright, Paul Morris, Greg Murphy, Paul Radisich, Cameron McConville all the way down in 13th. So he's not having the best weekend considering he is, well, not now, leading the championship. Stephen Richards, Alex Davison, Steve Owen, Craig Baird, Mark Winterbottom, Simon Wills, I'm guessing Todd Kelly, and Russell Ingle finishes last. And we're off. Oh, a little bit of wheel spin to start it off, but we're sort of alright. Heading into turn 1. He locks the rears. We try to get him on the inside, but to no avail. Oh, someone's on my left. I went well wide because I really didn't want to be rotated at this point of how much of a great weekend we've had so far here at Barbagallo. Stephen Johnson went a little bit wide, or turned in a little bit early, either one of them. But we've got a little bit of a run on him, so turn 1 is looking very promising to get him. Oh, can we catch up in time? Oh, we try it. We're on the inside. We haven't touched. We touched there, but we take first. We've got first place back. We just gave him a little bump and run. But we're back in the lead. So this is the 3rd race of the weekend, and so far me and Junior have shared a race win for each other. As I was super quick coming out of turn 6, that was awesome. The tyres feel good too. But the only problem with that is, as we said, a 42.67, the only problem with that is I'm going to have to pit a little bit later now into the race, not on lap 4 like I normally do, because the tyres are going to wear out a lot quicker, being 5% more grippier than what they were before. So we might have to pit around lap 5 or 6. We've got to make sure we stay off the grass too, because the grass wears our tyres out a little bit as well. Oh, I forgot about the hairpin. That was a really, really good exit. Well done. As Junior pits. So Junior Johnson is in the pit lane as we set a 42.62. So we do have a little bit of clean air here, which is good, so we can race by ourselves. It's just a matter of when we should pit. That's the only problem. Back hard on the accelerator. Once I get that line right heading into turn 6, guys, I'm back on the accelerator straight away. Basically, as soon as I hit the brakes, I'm pretty much back on the accelerator. So if you guys want to watch this little red needle over here that's flickering up and down, you're more than welcome to. The brake is right below it as well. So if you just want to watch that to have an idea on how quick I'm going and where braking points are and where I'm accelerating and whatever else, just keep your eye on that, especially now into turn 6. Just have a watch. So before I just really understeered there, but before I'm actually turning the corner, well, I get on the brakes, and then before I'm turning the corner, I'm back hard on the accelerator again. So roughly around the apex is where I'm actually braking. But I do remember we got to pit. So Craig Lowndes is comfortably in 4th position, yeah. Oh, stop cutting the corner. Wow, that was a massive moment there. So we're in the pits. There goes Todd Kelly, Jason Richards right behind, Craig Lowndes, then Marcus Ambrose is coming 3rd in the championship at the moment. Paul Morris, Paul Radisich, Simon Wills, who is pitting with me. It looks like Rick Kelly. Yeah, no, it's Simon Wills. Rick Kelly just went past. As we come out extremely early. Wow. But we'll get out in front of whoever that is. I didn't even let off the accelerator. That was funny. We've got cold tyres again. The halfway point. We do have... Oh, geez. So that's hurt us. That has hurt us, and plus we've got suspension problems, and whoever this is, it looks like Junior. Is it Junior? Looks like it. I don't really want to slow down and have a look, but I'm pretty sure that's Junior. People who don't know who Junior is, it's Stephen Johnson. So there is Craig Lowndes and Marcus Ambrose in the pit lane. I'm not sure who else was in there, but we've taken them back. We're in 6th position actually, which is pretty cool. Oh, he's had a moment out of there. I just heard the tyres squeal just a little bit as we do another 42.9. So we're very consistent, which is great, but we're just gonna know where our brake markers are at turn 1. I feel like I can go a little bit quicker in turn 1, but I don't really want to do that, just in case if I lock the wheels and head straight off. So I'm just going to keep to where I am at the moment on the track, as we don't even go anywhere near the apex. And it is so hot in here today. Stanthorpe's looking at around 30 degrees today, but in the flat, yeah, adding another, oh, Todd Kelly just made it out of pit lane as soon as we went past him. But he looks like he's had an incident with Stephen Johnson, and that's put him way behind, and we're in 3rd at the moment, and we're well in front now. I didn't even realise that until we came out of turn 2, but it didn't take long for him to catch up. But Todd Kelly looks like he might have a chance to get on the podium as well, which will be a great result for him. I don't even know where he finished in the last race, so that's quite interesting there. There's only 4 laps to go here. That was a good entry and a good exit. God, I talked myself up a bit. Oh, he's gone wide. There we go. There's a mistake. It didn't take long for Junior to catch up. He's nearly a 1 second gap between us and him. If it is Junior, it would be so funny if it's not. Oh, it's Todd Kelly! Todd Kelly has gotten in front of Junior Johnson. Well, I'm pretty sure the incident that came out when he was coming out of pit lane, he's just belted Junior. And there's 2 more people pit, and we are in first now. We are well in front, and Todd Kelly is coming second. With 3 to go. Just got to find that consistency once more, just to hold on for these last few laps. Oh, wow. I thought I wasn't going to turn that corner then, but we managed. So I did nip the grass just that tiny bit as Todd Kelly comes screaming up. Or it might even be Rick, I don't know. Oh my God, concentrate. No, it's Todd. Alright, no more looking behind you. This is last time. Oh, Todd Kelly's coming. Here he comes. Look at the thread indicator on the bottom screen there. He's right behind as we turn the last corner, heading into the last lap. As he backs off a little bit. Don't know why. This is the last race. Last lap, sorry. He seems to not have some good speed coming out of the first few corners, but the last sector he is absolutely killer. He'll catch up. If we can have a good run, we'll be right. We'll be fine. Next minute. So guys, heading out of the last corner now at race 8 of the championship. We're going to take it. The race win ahead of Todd Kelly. That was a really good race, actually. That was a really good weekend, considering last time we had a dreadful weekend and Todd Kelly got a 42.58. So that was really good. As Todd Kelly finishes second, Stephen Johnson finishes third, Wilson fourth, Richards, I'm pretty sure that's Jason, finishes 5th, Craig Lowndes down in 6th, Marcus Ambrose in 7th, Alex Davidson in 8th, Anthony Tratt in 9th, and in the top 10, Jason Bright finishes 10th. And then after that, we have Paul Morris, Cameron McConville, who was leading the championship at the start of the weekend, had a dreadful weekend. He was 21 seconds off the pace, finishes 12th, Russell Ingall 13th, Greg Murphy 14th, Paul Radisich in 15th, Simon Wills 16th, Craig Baird 17th, Mark Winterbottom finishes in 18th, and I'm pretty sure that's Stephen Richards 19th, and Rick Kelly, who had a really good start. That's sad. Had an excellent start at the front, pitted early, came out, and just must not have had the pace, finishes in 20th, and Stephen Owen again with no result, or no points, finishes in 20th place. So guys, at the race event, the weekend's event, we finished with 190 points ahead of Stephen Johnson, who got 182. Craig Lowndes and Max Wilson share 174 points, so that's going to be close in the championship. And then it's Jason Richards, I know that because it says number 3 in Dodo Racing beside him. Todd Kelly and Marcus Ambrose share equal points on 154. Alex Davidson 8th, and then a three-point scramble between Paul Morris, Anthony Tratt, and Jason Bright. They take out 9th overall with 112. Paul Radisich, Cameron McConville with 76 points. That is putting him way down. Rick Kelly finished all right, I guess, with a 64. Greg Murphy 62. Mark Winterbottom 48. Simon Wills 44. And then Craig Baird and Russell Ingall share 18th position on 36 points. And then Stephen Richards on 28. And actually Stephen Owen actually had a really good weekend with 20 points, but ended up not getting no points. So he would have finished roughly around 18th, 19th or something like that to get 20 points, but obviously didn't get any. So guys, the championship standings, wow, it is so close now. Craig Lowndes leads the championship on 473 points, and 3 points behind him is Max Wilson on 470. We're now equal third after that great weekend with Marcus Ambrose, equal on 434 points. And then Stephen Johnson had another really good weekend with 433. And then Cameron McConville, the guy that was leading the championship at the last round, drops all the way to equal 6 with Todd Kelly on 412 points. Anthony Tratt on 389. Jason Bright, Greg Murphy, Alex Davison, Jason Richards had a really good weekend, and he's got 304 points for the championship. Mark Winterbottom, Simon Wills, Paul Morris, Rick Kelly, who's on 200 points, had a really good weekend again. Stephen Richards, Paul Radisich, Russell Ingle, which I think in 2005 he ended up winning the championship, and he is nowhere near that at this point. Craig Baird and Steve Owen, oh my god, on 32. So even if he won the next round, he'd probably still be on last place. So guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave a like if you did. Comment down on your favourite part of the race. Mine was actually racing Stephen Johnson and actually coming second. But if we did end up coming first in that race, would probably be close to equal second with Max Wilson, sorry. And yeah, that was a really good weekend. So guys, leave a like down, comment on something that you'd want to see next. I actually bought myself a couple of old PS1 games on Colin McRae Rally, that was the first one, and Toka Touring Cars, the very first one as well. So that's going to be interesting. I might play them later on. Oh, and I got Shane Warne Cricket 99. I played it last night, and oh my god, the graphics are just weird. Weird looking. But guys, do all that good stuff. Leave a like down, comment on something you want to see next. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to see more of the championship, make sure you do subscribe and go back and watch the last two races at Adelaide and Pukekohe. Adelaide was last year sometime, and Pukekohe was only a couple of days ago. And now, obviously, Barbagallo. And what do we have next? We have Eastern Creek qualifying session. That's going to be very fun. I know I am very quick at Eastern Creek, but it is a European-style track. And let's see what happens there. So, guys, do all that good stuff. And the Australian Grand Prix is on next weekend. Supercars are racing the Bow Repairs, not Bo Ryan. I said Bo Ryan on the recap the other day, but it's Bow Repairs 400, along with the Formula One's Australian Grand Prix. I will probably end up doing the next round, or this round, Eastern Creek, somewhere around next week, just before the Australian Grand Prix. So make sure you hit that notification button to let you know when these videos go up. And guys, I shall see you all next week for the Eastern Creek International, as we hit into qualifying and races. I think I'm pretty sure there's only two in this one. I think. Where is it? 1, 2. Yeah, so there's only two races. And yeah, make sure you stick around for that. So guys, do all that good stuff, and I shall see you all next week.